Hello guys, welcome back to another new video, and if you haven't watched the first part of this video, then click the link here, then come back here to watch this video. So we are continuing with the 3 other fan arts, and the first art, I've already prepared the sketch. I'm just gonna do the line art in the video and the coloring, of course. So the first fan art is of one of my favorite characters. Like, he used to be a really favorite of mine. Used to be, I'm saying that because the end of the show kind of messed her up. I mean, it didn't mess her up, it messed everything up. I didn't like the ending of the show. I don't think anybody liked, like, this show could have been the best show of the decade if the ending and the last season was better than what it originally is. But what can we say? We can just wait for the books. So yeah, obviously I'm talking about Game of Thrones, and the character is none other than Arya Stark of Winterfell, and I have already drawn her once in more of a realistic style back when, like, Game of Thrones was still going on, but a follower requested that I draw her again, and this time I'm doing it in my style, so that's different. I think this turned out better than the last one because obviously I have improved, even though this is a more cartoony style than the other one. Anyway, I've decided to just draw a bust portrait, yeah, with her beloved sword, Needle. I really love Needle. And now I'm gonna color her. If you can tell by my voice, I am quite down in the dumps lately because I made a blunder last night. So actually not last night, by the time you're watching it, it would be the night before last night. So I had filmed this video of me painting an acrylic painting on a panel, and it was one of the longest videos I've ever filmed, also the one that I put the most effort in because it was filmed outdoors with an easel, and I had to go through a lot of trouble to film it, but because of my stupid mistake and my impulsiveness, I lost about 3 hours of footage of that video. So that's not gonna be uploaded, obviously. It was supposed to be uploaded this Sunday instead of a journal video, but obviously that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna have to think something else. But on the bright side, at least I lost the video and not the painting. The painting turned out really good. I will be sharing it with you guys. Not the process because that's not possible anymore, but obviously the final result, I'll share it with you guys one day if I get a chance. Maybe this Sunday, you never know. Even I don't know what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I decided to give Arya the outfit that she wore in the last few seasons, like the leather vest one, because I think it embodied her personality the best. It was kind of androgynous, and I liked it, so that's what I decided to go with. And the grid pattern on it. Yeah, so I also decided that I must give her sword Needle a glowing, shiny golden color, because even though it's not the center of attraction in the picture, I wanted to wanted to make it look like an important piece of the picture, because needle uh, makes Arya who she is. I don't even know what I'm speaking. I'm kind of ranting today because as I said, I'm not in a good mood. I'm also kind of sick. Anyway, so I am done with Arya almost. Yeah. And of course, I have to give her the signature highlight that I give all my um, stylized paintings. And after that, I overlay a layer of this sandy texture on the picture to give it this rough pattern on it. Yeah, let's move on to the next character, and this is not an avocado even though it looks like it, but this is actually another very loved character of mine, and I'm so glad that most of my followers suggested characters that I already loved. And this is a character from Studio Ghibli, and this character is one of the, like the most famous Ghibli character ever, so famous that it has become the symbol of Ghibli itself. And of course, I am talking about our favorite neighbor Totoro from the Ghibli movie My Neighbor Totoro. And I really love that movie, but then again, I'm kind of biased about Ghibli movies. I love them all because of how beautifully they're drawn. I always say this thing, I don't know if it makes sense or not, but watching a Ghibli movie is like reading Franz Kafka as a it's like reading Franz Kafka, because there is so much symbolism and you feel like you're floating. I don't know why, I just don't understand why, but I always feel like Miyazaki has some similarities with Kafka. Except Miyazaki makes things a little more kids appropriate. Yeah, so I had the most fun in drawing Totoro because of the simple shapes and the blocking colors, and I finished it quite quickly too, so it was also the easiest one. After that, I sign it and decide to move on to the next art. Now this one was the hardest. I had to work the hardest on the sketch, because I didn't know how to make this character more like I had to give it some kind of defining feature to make it easy for people to grasp who it is, and I couldn't think of anything other than the striped shirt and the luscious curls. So this is actually Elio Perlman, and I'm so happy somebody suggested for me to draw him, because I have wanted to draw him for a while, but I don't know why I didn't, but finally I have the chance. Elio Perlman, if you don't know who he is, of course he is the main character of the movie Call Me By Your Name, also the book by the same name, and it is considered to be one of the best LGBT movies of the last decade, and it was a beautiful movie. Other than the love story, the scenic beauty of the movie is like amazing. It makes you fall in love with Italy, and I really wanted to visit Italy after I watched this. My cousin made me watch this movie. She is obsessed with Timothée Chalamet, but who wouldn't be? He's beautiful. So yeah, I am glad that I got to draw him. And finally I moved on to his face, and I think I managed to capture the pretty boy essence of Chalamet. And finally I decided to start with the coloring process. I really loved how the sketch turned out, because I was super worried about it not looking like Elio, but it kind of did actually. If somebody has watched the movie, they would know it's Elio mostly because of that shirt. And this picture is like a really prominent scene in the movie, so everybody knows this. And I'm drawing the shadows and the highlights. I want to apologize one more time for sounding like a dead ghost, or if my voice is too low, but I am gonna develop the audio of my videos. Probably go and buy a microphone. I should, because otherwise the audios are gonna suck all the time. But anyway, I am also sorry that I am unable to share with you guys the acrylic painting that I made because of a dumb mistake. Should let me know in the comments below that which fan art out of the 6 you liked the most. You can also put down any kind of suggestion you have regarding anything, literally, because I'm a beginner. And one more thing, whatever you guys are interested in watching, let me know. I want to make videos that people want to see, and yeah, that's about it. So I sign this picture and add the texture just like I want. I'm gonna show you guys all the 3 pictures that we made today, and after that I'm gonna show you guys all the 6 in the template of the 6 fan arts challenge. So let's take a look at what we accomplished today. So the first one is obviously Arya Stark of Winterfell from Game of Thrones. Next is Totoro from the Ghibli movie My Neighbor Totoro. Lastly, we have Elio Perlman from the movie Call Me By Your Name. And here we have the 6 fan arts. Tell me which one you like the most. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Press the bell icon to be notified every time I upload a video.